Dear students, today we are discussing again introduction to constitution, and whatever we have preamble of constitution, we are just giving some concepts about our preamble, and whatever we have some words in the preamble, we will clear that ideas whatever we have in the preambles. So first first of all, I am discussing with you on sovereign and republic. Sovereign, it means a supreme ruler, especially a monarch. The emperor became the first Japanese sovereign to visit Britain. A former British gold coin worth £1 sterling, now only minted for commemorative purposes. And that type of some words and its meaning we need to understand properly. One possessing or held to possess supreme political power, one that exercises supreme authority within a limited sphere. So therefore we need to understand properly why India is called sovereign country. India is called a sovereign country because the preamble of the Indian Constitution defines India to be a sovereign country, meaning India has its own supreme law and not a matter of any additional state or nation. Moreover, India is independent of any kind of external intervention in its domestic operation. So therefore we called India is a sovereign country because sovereign and republic are two sole words of our constitution. No amendments can be done to this basic structure of country. Sovereign, India has a power to protect its territory. No other nation has any right to interfere in the matter of country. India can cede any party of land to its own union as a result of wars. Mainly it can decide in a line. No one has any right to interfere. India heads its own country. That is the things we need to understand properly. India, it is a sovereign country. It is a little which can be applied to highest leader in a various categories. The word borrowed from word French sovereign, which is ultimately derived from the Latin word superinus, meaning above. That is one of the things we need to understand it. An example of sovereign is Queen Elizabeth. A British gold coin worth 20 shillings in 1895 is an example of sovereign. Sovereign is defined as a ruler with unlimited power, the chief of greatest or independent. A king is an example of someone with sovereign power. India is not dependency of domination or dominion of any other nation. It is an independent state free to conduct its own internal and external affairs, as well as India can acquire foreign states, and also it can set a part of its territory in favor of foreign state. So therefore we need to understand about the sovereign country. India is a sovereign country. It means India has its own super power. See, next, republic is one of the concept. Republic, a republic is a form of government in which the country is considered a public matter, not the private concern or property of the rulers. Like in Britain, the queen or king is the head of the country. Hierarchical system is followed in deciding the heads of state. But since India is a republic, Indian people have rights to choose their head, and republic means we have own rights to choose the head of country in the form of president and prime minister, are prime ministers elected by the people through the are member of parliaments. Therefore, republic, and it's the basic word whatever we have here. So therefore we need to understand properly what is republic and what is the basic thing. India has election, or India has an elected head called the president. Political sovereignty uh, is vested in the people, and the absence of any privileged class. All public offices are open for anybody, every citizen, without any discrimination. So therefore, republic, republic and democracy, republic, democracy, that is the word which is very important for us. Therefore, republic means it is a government form, democracy and republic and sovereignty. These are the concepts. The major difference between a democracy and a republic is that republic is a form of government, whereas a democracy is an ideology. Democracy is an ideology that helps shape how a government is run. Put another way, a republic is the system of government that allows a country to be democratic, to be democratic. So this is one of the word. And now second word we have here, socialist. Socialist country. India is a socialist country, and this word is available in our preamble also. So socialist is socialist democracy, socialist republic. These are the best word we need to understand. Socialism is a political, social and economic philosophy encompassing a range of economic and social system characterized by a social ownership of the means of production and workers, self-management of enterprises. Social ownership can be public, collective, cooperative or of equity. Even before the term was added by this 42nd amendment in 1976, the constitution had socialist content in the form of certain directive principles of state policy. Notably, the Indian brand of socialism is a democratic socialism and not a communistic socialism. We need to understand properly communistic socialism and democratic socialism. India has democratic socialism, so which involves the nationalization of all means production and uh, production as well as and distribution and the abolition of private property. Democratic socialism, on the other hand, holds faith in a mixed economy where both republic and private sectors coexist side by side. As the Supreme Court says, democratic socialism aims to end poverty, ignorance, diseases, and inequality to opportunity. A socialist is someone who supports a political or economic philosophy that says society as a whole rather than private companies should own or control various goods and services. The word socialist has become to politics that it can be hard to define accurately. Though 19th century socialists were Marxists who believed that workers and society should have total control of the means of production. The economic policy is known as socialism. Today's socialists hold a wide variety of benefits from community ownership of land and business of government control of goods and services for the public good funded through taxation. India has democratic socialism, and it is the basic main objectives we have here through the mixed economy, private and public property, public economy and private economy. Through it, we always democratic socialism. It has its own aims to end poverty, ignorance, and diseases and inequality of opportunity. Secular also, this word, this term added by the 42 42 second constitutional amendment. It is made in the 1974. Through it we have explained here our new word, that is secular word, that is secular thing. So secular is secularism, secular definitions, what is secular meaning, and secular is a great thing we need to understand properly. Secular, it means one can regard eating and bathing as example of secular activities, because there may not be anything inherently religious about them. Nevertheless, some religious traditions see both eating and bathing as sacraments, therefore making them religious activities within those world news. Who is secular person, suppose in India? Anything not affiliated with a church or faith can be called secular. Non-religious people can be called atheist or agnostics, but not describe things, activities or attitudes that have nothing to do with religion. You can use the word secular. So this word we added in our preamble through this 42 42nd constitutional amendment, and the Indian constitution embodies the positive concept of secularism. All religions in our country have the same status and same support from the state. So which countries are secular in the world? France, Mexico, South Korea, and Turkey are all considered constitutionally secular, although their secularism varies. For example, secularism in India includes state involvement in religion, while secularism in France does not. France has a long history of secularization rooted in the French Revolution. So secular, this is one of the sentence. We live in an increasingly secular society in which religion has less and less influence on our daily lives. We live in an increasingly secular society. We live in largely secular society. The church can only go so far as secular matter. So this is not influence on the people. When we accepted Constitution of India, when we adopted Constitution of India, automatically India is not related to religious matter. Everybody has some same rights, same rules and regulation. Therefore, secularism means respect to all religion, whatever we have in India. So this is secularism, also one of the concepts. Democratic polity, as stipulated in the preamble based on the doctrine popular sovereignty, that is possession of supreme power by the people. The Indian Constitution provides for representative parliamentary democracy, under which the executive is responsible to the legislature for all its policies. Therefore, we need to understand properly the universal adult franchise periodic elections, rule or law independence of judiciary, all these things, judiciary, all these things, and absence of discrimination on certain certain grounds are the manifestation of the democratic character of the Indian polity. The term democratic is used in the preamble in the broader sense, broader sense, broader sense, embracing not only political democracy but also social and economic democracy. Democratic, it means relating to or supporting democracy or its principles. Democratic means government by the people, specially rule of the majority, government in which our supreme power is vested in the people and exercised by the directly or indirectly through a system of representation, usually involving periodically held free election. Democratic is a person who believes in the rule of in the rule of in the rule of constitution, laws, and democracy. Democratic, it means we need to understand properly democracy, democratic, whatever the government with which political control is exercised by the people, either directly or through their elected representative. The word democracy or democratic itself means rule by the people. Rule by the people. Justice. The term justice, when we think about the justice, in the preamble we have again this word. Three distinct forms: social, economic and political, secured through the various provisions of fundamental rights and directive principles. Social justice denotes the equal treatment of all citizens without any social distinction based on caste, color, race, religion, sex, and so on. It means absence of privilege being extended to any particular section of the society and improvement in the conditions of backward classes and women, SC, ST, and OBCs. Just behavior. Justice means just behavior or treatment. A concern for justice, peace, and genuine respect for people. A judge or magistrate, in particularly judge or supreme court of country or state, that is called judge. So justice, it is a broadest sense, is the principle that people receive that which they deserve with the interpretation of what then constitutes deserving being impacted upon by numerous fields with many differing viewpoints and perspective, including the concept of moral correctness based on ethics and rationality. So this is called the justice, a quality of being just, righteousness, equitableness, or moral rightness to uphold the justice of cause, rightfulness or lawfulness as of a claim or little justiness or ground or reason to complain with justice, the moral principle determining the just conduct. Four types of justice we need to understand here. The article points out that there are four different types of justice: distributive, procedural, retributive, and restorative. Distributive means determining who gets what. Procedural means determining how fairly people are treated. Retributive means Retributive means based on punishment or wrongdoing. And restorative means which tries to restore relationship to rightness. All four these are different type of justice. So this is called justice. Justice, an example of justice is someone being set free from prison after DNA evidence show they are innocent. The quality of being just fairness in the interest of justice, we should treat everyone the same. We should treat everyone the same. So this is called justice. Then in preamble, when we think about preamble, liberty is also one of the basic philosophy of our constitution. So liberty, also when we think about liberty, liberty means the state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority, one's way of life, behavior or political views. Compulsory treatment would interfere with individual liberty. Broadly speaking, about liberty is the ability to do as one pleases. It is a synonym for the word freedom in modern politics. Liberty is the state of being free within society from control or oppressive restrictions imposed by authority, one's way of life, behavior or political views. The term liberty means the absence of restraints on the activities of individuals and at the same time providing opportunities providing opportunities for the development of individual personalities. The preamble secures to all citizens of India liberty of thoughts, expression, belief, faith, and worship through their fundamental rights enforceable in court of law in case of violation. Liberty, as elaborated in the preamble, is a very essential for the successful functioning of the Indian democratic system. However, liberty does not mean license do to what one likes and has to be enjoyed within the limitations mentioned in the Constitution itself. In brief, the liberty conceived by the preamble or fundamental rights is not absolute but qualified. The liberty means the power to do as one pleases, freedom from physically restraint, freedom from arbitrary or despotic control, the positive enjoyment of various social, political, or economic rights and privileges, the power of choice, a right or immunity enjoyed by grant, and permission especially to go freely within specified limits. So this is called liberty. So equality, when we think about equality, the term equality means absence of special privileges and to any selection of the society and the provision of adequate opportunities for all individuals without any discrimination. The preamble secures to all citizens of the Indian equality of status, opportunity and this provision embraces three dimensions of equality: civic, political and economic. The state of being equal, especially in state rights opportunities. An organization aiming to promote racial equality. So, equality is about ensuring that every individual has equal opportunity to make the most of their life and talents. Equality recognizes that historically certain groups of people with protected characteristics such as race, disability, sex, and sexual orientation have experienced discrimination. So, it has also equality is about ensuring that every individual has an equal opportunity to make the most of their lives, talents. Equality recognizes that historically certain group of people with the protected characteristics such as race, disability, sex, and sexual orientation have experienced natural equality, social equality, civil equality, political equality, economic equality, legal equality, equality of opportunity and education. These is called types of equality. So thank you, my dear students. Today I have concluded here all the concepts which are available in our preamble constitution and its preamble. Whatever we have, these words are already put in the constitution and its preamble. So all words we have, all concepts regarding or all philosophy regarding constitution we have cleared here. I hope you are already get it or got it, and then listen carefully this video and enjoy this video and learn more things. Whatever we have, you have material, so you have to read it, and automatically you will get proper knowledge regarding constitution. I have just completed here philosophy regarding constitution, which is available in the preamble. Every concept or every term I have taken here means justice or democratic or socialist or republic or sovereignty and secular. All the concepts I have cleared here. Thank you, my dear students. I hope you will get it or you are getting it. Thank you.